What's up? Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Make sure you hit the like. Make sure you sub to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notification too. Make sure y'all sharing this video. I want everybody to hear this, alright? I have gotten a lot of responses in terms of the Jerry Krause situation, the late Jerry Krause situation, when it pertains to the Chicago Bulls ring ceremony, in which he was booed, and his widow, Mrs. Krause, was in tears when that happened. This is what people got to understand about the Chicago Bulls organization, especially during that time. He wasn't a very liked individual around there, not by the players nor by the Chicago Bulls front office. Look, when you're a top level guy, when you're a CEO, when you're the head, when you're the head ninja, I should say. I'm really trying to clean it up on YouTube. Y'all know how sometimes I can get a little vulgar, but I'm trying to chill out with all that. But when you're at the top and you're the head person, whether you're leading a franchise, or you have a business and you're the head of the business, you're the owner, you're not going to be very liked, and you're not in the business, unfortunately, of making friends, and you have to be very shrewd at times. Now, I'm not saying that that has to be everybody's style, but for Jerry Krause, it worked for him, because whether you want to be mad at the man or not, or have ill will feelings or not, he still was in the development and the creation of that Chicago Bulls team, which led to 6 championships. Now, I know that there was a comment and somebody had said something to this effect that, okay, well, Jerry Krause didn't have to go out there and play. Well, that wasn't his job. I mean, come on, man. The man is 4 foot, or he was 4 foot something, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't nowhere near in shape to play basketball. And that wasn't his job to do that. Okay, his job was to bring that organization back, or bring it to somewhat of a successful basketball team and an organization as well. When they drafted Michael Jordan, people have to remember that they still were struggling, and that's when Jordan, he marched into the office and demanded that they do something, and it all worked. But there was something there. Now, there was a debacle always between MJ and Krause, and Pippen and Krause, and of course Phil Jackson. All right, and let me stop there for a second. Now, when it came to the Phil Jackson situation, I felt like he did do Phil wrong. Okay, he did Phil very wrong. Like, a lot of people felt that way too. Listen, if we want to be really and keep it a 1,000 about things, they missed out. They could have had at least 3 more championships, possibly 2, maybe 2 at the least, 2 for sure, but 3 not for sure. And let me explain why. We also, I look at when Michael Jordan retired. When Michael Jordan had went ahead and went to go play baseball, I felt like he was on a roll then, and he possibly could have won uh, you know, some more championships. Okay, had he been in basketball, basketball shape and everything, I felt that he could have won. But also there has also been shout out to True Raw for TV because he had talked about this about the '95 Rockets, and I've always said that they would have gave the Chicago Bulls problems simply because nobody down low would have had an answer for Hakeem Olajuwon during that time. I mean, that's just facts. And then also they were playing a style that you kind of see today a little bit, like with the you know with I'm not gonna say necessarily run and gun, but they were doing it from the outside. You had guys like Robert Horry, who was could pretty much do everything, score, rebounding, defending, athletic things of that nature. You also had point guard and Kenny Smith, who was you know on I would say a little bit on the down slope of his career. And then you had Vernon Maxwell, and then you had Clyde Drexler, who was beyond his prime too as well. But anyways, man, that's a whole another topic. They would have had problems with the Houston Rockets. But the thing about it is like the man is dead, man. Okay, he's dead, and do I think they should have booed him? Nah, they shouldn't have. But you can't tell you can't tell people how to feel. You can't tell people, or particularly fanatics, how to deal with something like this, because a lot of people were frustrated at a point to where they were sick of this, they were sick of that, they were mad at the fact that the whole trio was broken apart with Phil and stuff like that, and a lot of people are still holding a lot of resentment. Which, I mean, it's time to let it go. There's nothing that you could do about it now. You got to move on. And I know you love your team. Some people love their team to the point where their life depends on it. You walk into their houses, it's this team and only this team. They got their babies in there in Chicago Bulls gear, and no, you're gonna be a Bulls fan. There's some people that are psychotic like that. But you know, all in all, man, I really feel like that was a dumb thing to do. I mean, the man is dead, man, and you got his wife sitting there and stuff, and I mean, come on, man. Let's have some sort of respect, but it just doesn't happen, especially when you're dealing with big cities like in Chicago, like in Detroit, you know, like in Miami, like in LA. It doesn't matter. It they see things much different, and they don't care if you lost this person or lost that person. Did we win the game? Did we win the championship? It's like with the Los Angeles Lakers. If if they don't win a championship, the season is a failure. That's their culture, you know. But like I said, man, in my opinion, it was wrong. They shouldn't have booed him. It's okay to have some resentment or feel the way that you feel, but in that situation, I think they should have just left it alone. Okay, and they shouldn't have done that. But like I said, those are my thoughts and those are my opinions. Yours might be different. I want to hear from y'all again on this situation. I've heard from many of y'all. I want to say thank you so much for the support of this channel because, um, without y'all, I wouldn't be growing the way that I am. And I like to engage with the people. I'll start doing some more lives and everything pretty soon. Like I said, still working through some things right now with the channel. Going to be a couple of new dynamics that's going to be happening. But all in all, man, like I said, man, thank y'all for the love and support. Make sure y'all like this video, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And also hit the notification too. Until then, man, straight to the point. I'll holler at y'all later.